Welcome to the first video of 2025 from the Movie Review Teacher. We are here entering this new year with new goals, new ideas of things that I want to accomplish, and ultimately continuing to grow this channel is going to be something that I work hard to do this year. All of you that subscribed in 2024, I am grateful for all of you. The support is excellent, but we are back here today or tonight to discuss the top movie releases of 2025 that I am anticipating. This list really is going to be comprised of movies that the trailers have been released, they have me very excited, or one movie on this list is one that I have waited years to see if it would come out again. But as we enter into the new year, make sure to hit the subscribe button below. Make sure to check out the reviews that I have posted, and let's get right into it. The number 4 movie on this list, or the first movie on this list, is 28 Years Later. They have started to advertise this trailer in theaters, and I am excited. I am a fan of 28 Days Later. 28 Weeks Later was okay. Now we are at the years. Ultimately, I think that this movie is going to be entertaining. I think it's going to tell a little bit more of the story from the first 2 films, and it's going to keep people engaged. Now, obviously, we don't really know a whole lot of the plot yet. The trailer is kind of showing that people are venturing out into society. Things are not what it needs to be. Kind of taking on the creepy vibes that the first one did back in 2003. And I hope it continues to do that. So it is definitely going to be a movie that I am anticipating in June. And it is a movie that I think could do very well with fans of the first 2 films. The next movie on this list is a movie that I hope can live up to the first 3, and that is The Conjuring Last Rites. Now, as I talked about in 2024, the scary movie, the horror movie category was very weak. I felt that there were a lot of movies that were supposed to creep you out and provide suspense, and they did not live up to that hype. With The Conjuring Last Rites, we are getting the 4th and final film from this series. And what I really hope is that this movie does provide us with that suspenseful feeling. Leave us on edge. Have the people excited to go see it. Now, what I really hope that they do not portray in advertisements and previews and trailers is that this is going to be the scariest movie of 2025. There were multiple movies in 2024 that said they were the scariest movie of the year, and they ultimately flopped. You think of The First Omen, you think of Smile 2, you think of The Watchers Chapter 1. Those movies were built up to be so suspenseful and scary and ready to keep you on edge, and they failed. So I really, really hope that this is going to be a movie that is going to provide that scary movie feel that most people enjoy. Coming in next is a movie that everybody is going to know, and that is Wicked Part 2. Now, there are kind of conflicting dates of when Wicked will come out. Some reports say November 21st. Some say like November 27th or 28th. But we can assume that it is still in November when this film will be released, probably around Thanksgiving as it was this year or this past year in 2024. So looking at Wicked Part 2, we are definitely going to get more of the Elphaba and Glinda story. We're going to hopefully get to see how the relationships all in Oz play out. And so that is definitely going to be a movie that not just myself, but a lot of people are going to want to see. And so do I think that the release is going to be as built up as the first one? I don't know. But I do know that it is going to bring in big, big numbers just like the first one. If you loved the first one, enjoyed it, you are most likely going to return for part two. If you did not like the first one, you thought it was kind of iffy, you probably will not go see it. Along with Wicked, they just released the digital version format today worldwide. So you can go buy the film, rent the film if you have not watched it. It is $29.99, which that's the highest film price that I've seen so far in 2024. So we're obviously now in 2025, but it is an expensive digital release. But it is 2 hours long, 2 hours and 47 minutes or so. You are getting a lot of different bonus content. So that's what will make it worthwhile. And finally, the next movie and the final movie on this list is a movie that I was hoping would have been released a lot sooner, and that is Happy Gilmore 2. Happy Gilmore 2 will release on Netflix, I believe, this summer. And we recently got, over Christmas during the NFL games, the first look at what this film is going to look like. We have cast members returning. It'll be real interesting to see what the storyline of it is. And I think that this movie is going to do very well. As somebody that likes Adam Sandler, this is a movie that I already know the comedy is going to be there. It is going to be a movie that a lot of people that may not have Netflix may get Netflix. They may ask to borrow somebody's Netflix. So I think this kind of plays into what they have talked about with the whole Netflix sharing passwords and all of that. But these are 4 movies as we are entering 2025 that I think are going to perform very well. 3 of them will be theatrical. 1 will be on Netflix, so that'll be the streaming numbers. But these are 4 movies that I am definitely interested in seeing in 2025. Now, there are movies that are not listed here. I think Megan 2.0 comes out. You have Captain America coming out. I believe there's a new Superman movie coming out in either the summer or the fall, I believe. One of the two. And then obviously you have a Disney release with Snow White. You will have the live action Lilo and Stitch. So there are a lot of different movies coming out. But these are 4 movies that I am highly anticipating, and I hope they all live up to the hype. So as we enter 2025, I hope everybody has a great year. Everybody is able to accomplish the goals that you set out. In June or January, we do kind of have a slow month of movies, but it will pick back up. Make sure to hit the subscribe button and stay tuned, as we will have more content coming. Thank you all for watching, and have a great rest of your night or day whenever you're watching this video.